the board. I lost some good people fighting the black boxes. And Dal wasn't here. If you see him before I do, make him pay. Elazar out.
Is breathing down my neck. I don't know how much longer. Shit.
Integrity damaged. Watch out! You're finished. Watch out! You're finished!
We can't die. We have no chance of getting off the station. We're trapped here.
You never cease to impress me, Morgan.
I'm coming out now.
You run? Well, I misjudged you.
Watch out! Goodbye, Morgan. Watch out!
Vital signs critical.
Watch out! Watch out! I need you to die now. Watch out! Shit, my trans... Watch out! Let's hear it.
Visual contact.
Ah! Ah! Oh! Ah!
Morgan, you did it. I'll arrange transport with the medical operator. Then we can see about removing his neuromod. And hopefully, gaining his shuttle in the process.
You never cease to impress me, Morgan. I'm coming out now.
Operator approach.
I promised you my arming cape. All I ask is you hear me out first. And you can blow Talos I to pieces if that's what you think is best. I don't think you'll do it. I know. Because I used to think we couldn't be trusted to play with fire without burning the house down. But you convinced me. You showed me anything was possible, even if the price was steep. That part of you is still in there. We can make history, Morgan. Not those leeches on the TranStar board of directors, not Mom and Dad. You and I. Just like we planned. We've got the data to confirm what you suspected. And Carl is broadcasting a neural signal. A secret message reaching to the stars. What I want to know is what is the message? And who is listening to it? I think you know. Ever since we first tested the Typhon neuromods, you've known. This fabrication plan is for the null-wave device prototype you conceived. It will hijack the Carl signal and use it to deliver a massive shock to every Typhon organism at once. Take it. And the army key, like I What? Morgan!
To get down to the nearest clinic. Once that's done, I'll arrange transport with the medical operator.
Scan complete. All specimens required. Warning. Vital signs critical.
Morgan, you anticipated the kind of appeal Alex would make. Sibling bonds. History. You programmed me to refute him point by point. However, we can skip that. A Typhon the size of a skyscraper is currently eating Talos I for lunch. Ergo, Alex is wrong. Destroy the station. Just as you planned. The blast will take the monster down with it.
Destroy the station? But didn't you hear him? The null wave. Alex is correct. It could work and preserve what we have learned here. We have to try.
Igwe, look at the alien outside the station.
Of course it's a risk, but we've seen the generator work. To destroy all this, to murder a species, and the research lost. It's...
January is right, Morgan. We can't let these things get back to Earth, even if one of them hit Earthside.
Morgan, please. Destroying the station should be the last option, not the first.
Okay, so my voice is obviously familiar. Probably sound more tired than usual. It's been never-ending, setting up the rooms and protocols to test the new mods. The risk is substantial, but if we succeed, copying neural networks from the Typhon onto human minds is going to change everything. So, I'm putting myself in the sim. I've done everything I can to make sure I don't wind up lobotomized. One last safety measure. Let me introduce October. Say hello. Hello, Dr. Yu. October will help you remember what you're supposed to do if things go sideways. Once testing starts, there's no going back. When they uninstall the mods and reset the test, it'll rewind me. I'll forget everything. Theoretically, they could keep me reliving the same day over and over, and I'd never know. If you're listening to this, that's probably what happened. It also means I don't know if I can trust my own brother. Alex won't like what I have to say next. I've started plans for a prototype null wave strong enough to kill every Typhon on Talos I. I hid a copy of the plan on top of the data tower by the scary chair. You know the one I'm talking about. Alex agreed to explore the idea, but I know my brother. First sign of trouble, he'd rather blow it all up and blame someone else. So you're probably on your own. There's a lot at stake here. Too late to stick our heads in the sand. You know what to do.
Well, here we are. Hopefully you'll never have to listen to this recording, but if you do, then something unfortunate's happened to me. I suspect you've seen enough by now to abandon the notion of destroying Talos I. I've always been the one who thought we couldn't be trusted to play with fire without burning the house down. But you convinced me that we could do anything we imagined. No matter how ridiculous. I hope you still believe that. If not, then I'm glad I died before seeing my brother succumb to pessimism. We have the data to confirm what you suspected. The coral is broadcasting a neural signal. A secret message reaching out to the stars. What I want to know is what is the message? And who is listening to it? I have a feeling you already know. I'm carrying a fabrication plan for the prototype null wave device you conceived. Make one, then place it at the heart of the coral. We will hijack the coral's signal and use it to deliver a massive shock to every Typhon organism at once. Good luck, Morgan. I just regret I won't be at your side to see it happen.
It was an established process.
Igwe, but you knew what was in psychotronics. What was going on in psychotronics?
Well, yes. They volunteered.
Volunteers? They didn't agree to be killed.
They live on, Miss Illusion. They all do. Their skills, their talents, their achievements. Yet now, they can do so much more. Much like parents passing along their experiences to their children.
Are you serious? Have you ever... Do you even know what it means to have children, Iwe?
Pardon me? What do you mean?
I will do
The heart of the coral is in
everything in my power
psychotronics.
to expose
The
what
original
you've done.
containment cylinder.
What you all did.
Placing the null-wave device there
Say another
will
word,
override the
and I
entire
swear
coral
I
network
will
with our own
shoot.
signal. Use your sectoscope to locate the exact spot.
I don't understand. To
Morgan,
think, last week I was worried about a glitch in the rendering files in the SimLab. Now, that seems so far away.
how can something like that exist?
This is it.
Is
Either
this a
you
joke?
destroy Talos I, or that creature destroys us.
A deluxe cabin. Oh, Alex must have liked you.
Doctor, you did. My quarters were right next to Dr. Calvino.
I take it back. Maybe Alex did not like you.
I hardly think slandering one of the doctors is productive at this time. Calvino is dead, and he was a skilled doctor. He deserves our respect.
Attention. Station leadership has issued an alert. All personnel to report to muster station.
If the idea hasn't occurred to you, I'm sure it will eventually. Don't do it. I can't predict what would happen if you scan the apex, but all my models point to suffering. If the idea hasn't occurred to you, I'm sure it will eventually. Don't do it. I can't predict what would happen if you scan the apex, but all my models point to suffering.
adrenaline and another dose of Morgan cell lines. Do it. That should do it. Come to the bridge. We can finish this thing once and for all.
Assume Alex's plan succeeds. Then what? You're taking a massive gamble that there aren't more predators like the Typhon. In the history of the universe, humans have only recently become self-aware. Yet you're going to kick the door open on a much wider and older cosmic ecology. One that feeds on consciousness. These are shark-infested waters. Alex believes we can be the bigger shark. But what if we're just poor swimmers, and now there's blood in the water? In the history of the universe, humans have only recently become self-aware. Yet you're going to kick the door open on a much wider and older cosmic ecology. One that feeds on consciousness. These are shark-infested waters. Alex believes we can be the bigger shark. But what if we're just poor swimmers, and now there's blood in the water?
Operator approach. Please pay attention. Inspecting. Your suit's leaking. I'll match that for you. Careful.
Scanning. Neuroimaging shows your mental resources are operating. This should help. You should feel more alert.
More specimens required.
Hello, Dr. Yu. Scanning. Neuroimaging shows your psychoactive potential is at or near peak level.
history of the universe, humans have only recently become self-aware. Yet you're going to kick the door open on a much wider and older cosmic ecology. One that feeds on consciousness. These are shark-infested waters. Alex believes we can be the bigger shark. But what if we're just poor swimmers, and now there's blood in the water?
Operator approach.
Dr. Hugh. Scanning. Neuroimaging shows your mental resources. Repeat. This should help. You should feel more alert.
Scan complete. More specimens required.
Hello, Dr. Hugh. Hello. Should I change position?
Microgravity detected. Scanning target. Target material inconclusive. Blocking calibration request.
What the hell have you done?
I simply acted on Morgan's orders.
Nonsense. You're a machine. An ill-conceived one. Morgan would never...
Morgan.
Your operators locked me out of the comm terminal. We need to link up to the null wave device if we're gonna get that signal off before it's too late.
Consider the risk. Alex's plan, if it works, is only a short-term solution. None of us has the right to endanger every life on Earth.
If anyone's playing God here, it's you. Your lunatic plan denies everyone a birthright to the stars.
You know how neuromods are made. The demand will only increase. In the future Alex envisions, many will die for the benefit of a privileged few.
I'm not arguing with a glorified desktop. Kill it, Morgan.
Sorry, Morgan. I won't relinquish control of the terminal. You'll have to destroy me. Which means you will be destroying yourself.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
I'm sorry, Morgan. I didn't want to harm your brother. The directives you gave me require I do everything in my power to ensure you destroy Talos I and all the Typhon. Detonating the station safeguards the Earth, and perhaps provides a small measure of reparation. I won't relinquish control of the terminal. If you want to activate the null wave, you'll have to kill me. Give the order to detonate. Captain Mark's terminal. Soon, the Apex Typhon will have invaded every quarter of Talos I. Decide. Soon, the Apex Typhon will have invaded every quarter of Talos I. Decide.
What is a neuromod? Well, it's both an easy answer and a complicated one at the same time. It is the future, today. More importantly, our past, today. This is the work TranStar does. Every employee working together. It's immortality. And it is beautiful.
Now it's time to beat the mind game. And now it's time to beat the mind game. But now it's time to beat the mind game.
It's finished. How did it do?
Activation of the mirror neurons is promising. Empathy quotient shows to be exceptionally high.
It probably thinks it was dreaming. And nothing mattered.
You're assuming it thinks like us.
Its life depends on it. Ours too. It all comes down to the choices it made.
It saved me from the cargo container. I would have suffocated otherwise. It installed multiple Typhon-based neuromods. It could mean an instinctive return to its own kind. Or an attempt to integrate its dual natures.
Michaela.
I would have died without my medication. That wasn't easy. That says a lot, I think, about its heart. Can I say that it has a heart?
Would you let it live?
Yes.
Sarah, you're next.
The situation in the cargo bay was bad. None of us would have survived without its help. And it destroyed a large number of Typhon across the station. That has to be a good sign. Further, it thwarted Dar's attempt to use us as hostages. If it were one of my officers, I would give it a commendation.
Danielle, what do you say?
It never saw me, and it never ran into Volunteer 37. Hard to say what it would have done. There were a lot of humans controlled by the Typhon that it could have harmed. Seems like it went out of its way to avoid that. I think it's worth the risk.
In the end, he chose to activate the null wave device. Why? To preserve the Typhoon technology? We can't really know what its motives were for anything it did.
But we have to make a choice. You can hear us, can't you?
Yes, I can.
Here. I want to show you something. What you experienced was a reconstruction based on Morgan's memories. This is the wall today. We spent years trying to put what you can do into us. We never tried putting what we can do into you. Until now. You're the bridge between our species. I need to know if you see us. I mean, really see us. Take my hand if you do. We're gonna shake things up, like old times.
Very nice.
And another dose of Morgan's cell lines. Do it.
I'd like to remind you that company policy requires you to log any voluntary extension of your work hours with the station counselor. We know the projects aboard Talos I are exciting, but warning, reactor detonation imminent. Please evacuate Talos I. Please evacuate Talos I. Five, four, three, two, one.
I keep having this dream.
Dura extrema.
Please evacuate Talos I.
Microgravity detected.
Mortality. It's finished. How did it do? Dream into the free. And who looks like Morgan Hugh?
Morgan, be cautious. You're also... I'm aware that you primed the arming seed, Puzzle 1, and all the Typhon. Detonating the station safeguards the Earth, and perhaps provides a small measure of reparation. You know how neuromods are made. The demand will only increase. In the future Alex envisions, many will die for the benefit of a privileged few. I won't relinquish control of the terminal. If you want to activate the null wave, you'll have to kill me. Sister escape. You didn't anticipate that actively, and I cannot act against my directives. However, despite my belief, I cannot act against my directives. On the other hand, if I were to suffer irreparable system damage, I would be unable to interfere with your escape. Alternatively, you could depart with your colleagues aboard Dahl's shuttle. You didn't anticipate that outcome. I just wanted you to know that. Goodbye, Morgan. You really should go before it's too late. I'll stay. The blast will annihilate me. Goodbye, Morgan.
The shuttle is ready to go, Morgan. I'll wait a few minutes before detonation, but then, I'm gone. You're on your own after that.
Warning, reactor detonation imminent. Please evacuate Talos I.
Are you waiting for an invitation?
Thanks again for letting me out. I won't forget it. You are a real decent human being, Morgan Yu. I thought they wasn't gonna let me in at first, on account of this volunteer get-up.
Warning.
Mom was right. Now come the fireworks.
You were right.
I hope there'll be enough.
But it was my decision.
You know, I thought you had left the station because of what happened between us. And that I had lied to you about my condition. I was angry with you. And myself. But I'm glad you are here with me now. And I like who you have become. You have my father's strength.
Dr. Yu, Morgan, it was an honor to work with you on Talos. And your brother. And thank you for retrieving Leitner's remains. Maya always loved the sound of his playing. I couldn't let it die with the station. His was a rare gift, and his skill should be shared. Not only with me, but with others.
You made it. Look, I know what happened. You aren't solely to blame. You helped me and my officers when we needed it. I'll be sure to let Earthside know what you did to help us in the cargo bay.
Ready or not, starting debark operations. Pre-flight check is who gives a shit. Hang on to your seat. This will be a rough ride.
Warning, reactor detonation imminent. Please evacuate Talos I.
I keep having this dream.
Am I talking to?
My name is January 2035. There are many operators aboard Talos I, but none of them are like me.
Nonsense. You're a machine. Who broke?
35, and that yours would
And what Morgan?
is ill heavy reach simple.
I'm surprised that you primed the arming case. Perhaps you see that as a precaution, but I assure you it won't be necessary. Through the side. It isn't losing the station or the tech. It's you. I lost my brother. That is a mistake I will never recover from. There's nothing left to talk about. If you have some means of escape, you may as well go. I won't be leaving. Everything I cared about died a long time ago.
The shuttle is ready to go, Morgan.
Good luck
I'll
with
wait a
your
few
new
minutes
life.
before detonation, but then I'm gone. You're on your own after that.
Evacuate.
This
Exceptionally high.
It probably thinks it was dreaming, and nothing mattered.
You're assuming it thinks like us.
Its life depends on it. Ours too. It all comes down to the choices it made.
It saved me from the cargo container. I would have suffocated otherwise, and later it recovered the Lightner connectomes. They were of no practical use, except that they were deeply meaningful to me. It's remarkable that it never installed a single Typhon-based neuromod. In my view, this demonstrates a strong identification with us, but its most surprising act was sparing Da. While perhaps for purely selfish reasons, this, at least in principle, enabled others to escape Talos I.
Michaela,
I would have died without my medication. That wasn't it has itself letting go. The cargo large number I would give it after it has not that it
Destroyed its worth.
you can hear us, can't you? Here. I want to show you something. And based on Morgan's memories. This is the world today. You spent years trying to put what you can do into us. We never tried putting what we can do into you. Until now. You're the bridge between our species. I need to know if you see us. I mean, really see us. Take my hand if you do. We're gonna shake things up, like old times.
Name is January 2030.
On trip.
Detectives would
This
personality assassins.
you a bug and a feature. I'm surprised that you primed the arming case. Perhaps you see that as a precaution, but I assure you it won't be necessary. The no-wave device will work. It should only take a few seconds for a signal to propagate through the coral and lobotomize every Typhon on Talos I, including the big one outside. The rest of us should get away with a mild headache. I'll let you do the honors, but you better hurry.
Morgan.
Morgan? Maybe. I see a person who looks like Morgan. You?
Morgan, be cautious. Your brother is unstable. He may not permit you to activate the self-destruct. Also, he's armed.
Unstable? Is that a joke, operator? You've let this machine poison you. I wish you understood. I've bet the course of this entire station around what you wanted. I let you persuade me. And now you're gonna throw it all away? Just stop and think for one goddamn second, Morgan.
The safety is off on his firearm.
I think you've said enough.
I'm aware that you primed the arming keys to destroy Talos I, so I find the activation of this null-wave transmitter station puzzling. The directives you gave me require I do everything in my power to ensure you destroy Talos I. Small measure. Don't relinquish me.
What is a neuromod? Well, it's both an easy answer and a complicated one at the same time. It is the future, today. More importantly, our past, today. Working it is true.
To abandon Talos I. If you leave now, you're only delaying the inevitable. Where do you think the Typhon will go next?
I don't think the test could have changed if this was the last one I expected. You're just quitting. This isn't the one.
Start over.